Light on my feet.
They'll come for our homes, our jobs, everything.
A Baldurian. Good. Lots of unfamiliar faces in the city these days.
Tribbles is supposed to be nice. Why did he do that? I don't like this. I don't like him.
The, attack is nothing to worry about. Madame Le...
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Oh, dribbles. My wife is heartbroken. Those two would chat from dawn until dusk. Such friends they were. But I'm sure a sizable contribution from an adventurer such as yourself would cheer her up. Oh, darling. Shortly.
Junks and magics for sale. Mostly bloodstained free.
All right, I shall stop fussing.
Something over there.
You started that fight. I saw it with my own two eyes. You're a monster.
Clown Man is dead. Oh well. Want a treato? I found it by the Clown Man's tent. Fought a rat for it and everything's. It's a one-of-a-kind hand with artisanal bite marks. It's worth lots. Mama Lucretia says we family. Suppose that means Dribbles was too. Yeah. But don't tell nobodies I gave it to you for free. Got to protect my reputation as a tough business lord.
Hello again, my vicious little warrior. Any luck finding Dribbles? Oh dear. Dribbles' flesh is near torn asunder. Poor thing was most certainly alive when he was hacked up. Well, that just means this treasure hunt is all the more challenging. Toddle on, darling. There's more of Dribbles to find.
Prizes found only in the most exotic of caves.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
How many red caps, Sari?
It won't. A handful. Soon the bastards will outnumber us. They'll come for our homes.
What in the hells was that?
Everything.
Whatever it is doesn't bode well.
I ain't looking to make friends or enemies. Go
You can't get in trouble for sneaking into places as a kid, right? Just wondering.
We'll find a way into the city. You have my word. If you're looking to enter the city, hope you're...
One of those steel watchers stamping us into the dirt.
If you won't help us, at least let the children in. They've had nothing but scraps for days. The priests will open the temple up again. You'll see. They're good people. Holy people.
The crying one weeps today. Our father Lorgan is dead. Murdered. I don't want to talk. My heart is in mourning.
We let more outsiders in, and more Baldurians die. Duke Stelmane, Father Lorcan, it's no coincidence.
We have faith here, Bill. Faith in people, no matter where they're from.
Who had more faith than Father Lorcan? How did that work out?
Thank you, stranger. Father Lorgan's passing has saddened us all.
Passing? He was murdered by one of the fugitives he was harboring.
Bill, I beg you, be quiet. Even sinners receive ill-mated grace, and Father Lorgan knew that. We don't pick and choose who we aid. Thank you, stranger. I take some solace knowing that he died in Ilmater's service.
Does Ilmater's service involve protecting heretic absolutists? Or perhaps I missed that sermon.
Enough, Bill. You seem a kind soul. Our temple is open to you. Walk well.
Decide who deserves Ilmater's grace.
Look, investigator. Brilgor might have been a criminal, but he was no murderer. You're missing something. You have to be.
Enough, Yanis. Listen to yourself. You are defending a man who ritually slaughtered your high priest. The evidence speaks for itself. Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, then, be it out of shame or profane duty, offed himself with the same blade. Case closed, Sister Yanis.
Shitey little elephant. Oh, I apologize, stranger. Language like that hardly befits a rector of Ilmater. You could certainly say that. 2 people just died on temple grounds. Our high priest, Father Lorgan, and one of the new refugees, Brilgor. Investigator Valeria thinks it's a murder and is content to blame Brilgor, the politically convenient target. Feel free to look around the temple, but fair warning, the investigator won't change her mind without significant new evidence. Chares's caress would be my best bet. That's her usual haunt after closing a case. Valeria never found the murder weapon, so that could be a start. Anything disproving the refugee murder-suicide angle, really. I can tell you where to find her, but she won't be very chatty, I'm afraid. Shira passed away last year. Peacefully, mind. We buried her in the crypt under the temple, if you wish to visit. I really hope you find something. For all our sakes.
Infirmary. Justice endures, even in suffering.
What ails you? Marsh fever? Feather lung? Be quick, I've not got all day. You'd interrupt me for something like that? Just rub a bit of aloe on. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a dead high priest to see to. What do you want to know? Slowly. Lorgan was a good man, if naive. He deserved better. One of the refugees killed him. Cruelly, too. They cut off his hand, sawed right through the bone. I found a paralytic poison on one of his wounds. Lorgan was alive while they took the hand. He just couldn't scream. It's sick. We give them everything, and all we get is nothing but a good man to bury.
What's inside?
My faith will guide me.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Dwarf, dressed in red.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Hiding Brilgor from fists. Must protect innocence. Ilmater's will. Took him to the tunnel with the rest. Oh, fool.
The spell's power wanes.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Please.
With haste.
I've said all I have to say already. Now I just want to pack up my kitchen and leave. I know it's not fair. This was the best job I ever had. Lorgan was kinder than most. And now they're blaming a refugee for his death. Typical. We tossed Brilgor out back.
Here goes nothing.
Brilgor fell to anger and rage, taking Father Lorgan with him. May Ilmater forgive him.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Dwarf. Red clothes. Stranger. Fists. After me. Needed to hide. Tunnels beneath. Temple. Concealed buttons. Lorgan opened for me. Father Lorgan.
The spell's power.
Hey ho.
No one stopped me yet. Best be on my way.
Making me sweat.
Looking ahead. On my way.
Nothing interesting buried here.
For the most.
What's in here? Seems simple enough.
Crypt. This must be where Shira Clarwin is buried.
What's next, I wonder?
Watch your back.
Well, well, well.
There is work to do.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Can't slow down.
Hi. It's me, Yenna. You remember me, right? You were really nice to me before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. She might come later. I don't think she's coming. Could we maybe stay here? Yes! You've got a fire and everything. I can cook really good. Whatever you want. Thank you, thank you.
Something good here, I hope.
Here lies Flintster Sunseeker, born 1400 DR. Here lies Sister Shira 56 DR. Date of birth unknown. Died 1491 DR.
Here it is. The tomb of the Amulet Spirit's granddaughter. Time for a family reunion.
Faithful to the crying god, long didst I wait, only to find thine empty flesh. Gone thou might be, alas. Oh, honored Shira, her spirit hath fled, and her body but merely a husk. Swear I did to shed this foul mania and bestow it upon Shira. She was to endure, to suffer, as was her god Ilmata's wont. Who now shall bear the madness Shah has wrought on me, so I might no longer suffer? Oh, shall it be thou?
The monk himself holds your answer. Tasha's hideous laughter is a powerful skill, but earning it may come at the cost of wisdom.
Oh, well, if laugh I must, let our alliance end on a lark.
this all that matters?
Let's end this.
All right, Karlak. It's go time. Come on, can't stay idle.
What should I do?
Sometimes the only way out is through. Blood comes easy these days.
Eternally cast then, my spirit be. No. Morning Lord, I call to thee, lend your forbearance. No.
I hate it had to end like this. A torturous fate by any measure. Swift as my feet can carry me. Time to get going.
Traps. How considerate. Simple.
All right, what now? Moving in. Let's see.
Good. I was just starting to...
Brethren in blood, kill them!
Still on my feet.
I'm heating up. Over there.
Need to stay focused.
One day I'll catch a break.
Can't afford to stay idle.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Flophouse. Dolor's secrets.
The corpse remains silent.
No. Dolor did. Splendid. Kill.
The corpse tries to speak, but something prevents it.
Cleaning up. Dolor. Messy. Left his dagger. Careless.
The spell's power.
On I go.
They're displaying murder victims openly now.
I've got a long road ahead. How much farther can I go?
That might be worth a look.
This blade's wicked look matches its deeds. Poor Father Lorgan. think these were the people Father Lorgan was trying to help.
Priest is of little use to them now, apart from a prayer for the dead.
That might be worth a look.
Are the gods truly this petty?
What's that?
What's that?
Are the gods truly this petty?
I'm ready. Whatever it takes. Let's try this way.
What to do? Don't waste a step.
A long way to go still. No time to waste.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Brothers died on the road. Man tried to buy. Pushed. Felt bones break. Darkness. None. Man. Buying heirlooms. Carrot.
The spell's power wanes. You
Can't give up now. Time to press ahead.
Small ones. They're heading towards that cave.
The boss is expecting you. Hasn't forgotten what you did for him at Moonrise.
You think I want my clan facing down one of those walking death machines with cutlery? Then leave me to my work. Only if you're quick. Now let me...
It's you. I might have time for a catch-up later. Warbrim will want to see you. We've been taking a beating, but he's ready to hit back.
Good to see you. Wasn't sure you'd make it to the city. Regretting it yet? I spent a lot of time thinking of worst-case scenarios while I was locked in that cell you plucked me out of at Moonrise. I didn't imagine anything as bad as this. The Gondians have handed Enver Gortash the means to bring about the end of liberty in Baldur's Gate. And the citizens have rolled out the red carpet for the new tyrant. Resistance fighters are few and far between. My iron hands, what's left of the Harpers, and you. I hope. As long as our objective is the same, the reason doesn't matter to me. We have a common enemy. But neither of us gets what we want until we deal with our biggest obstacle. The Steel Watch. They're a threat to you, me, and every man, woman, and child in this city. They act all civilized, servants of the people, but they only serve one man. When he becomes Grand Duke, it will only get worse. Laws will change, freedoms will vanish, and soon you'll be accused and sentenced before you've even committed a crime. And the fucking Gondians are to blame for all of it. They invented the Steel Watchers, and they're building an army of them. They've always been happy to provide their technology to despots in exchange for a stipend and the freedom to work in peace. They would have licked Saravok's boots, given the chance. And now they'll kiss Gortash's ring while this city screams. I had a plan to put a stop to them. But the way things are now, if we stick our heads above ground, the Watchers are on us like flies on shit. Same as it always is. Eliminate the threat. In this case, the foundry where these atrocities are produced. The Gondians are ingenious, but we're more than equal to them. There's nothing they can build that the Iron Hands can't tear down. I've built something unique for just that purpose. A room powder bomb. First of its kind. 50 wizards high on the weave couldn't summon this kind of firepower. Get the bomb inside the Gondian facility, and boom. Problem solved. The Gondians picked their side the minute they took orders from Gortash. If they had any courage, they'd have refused him and died like heroes, spitting in his face. Now they'll die like the dogs they are. Fine. You want to try flapping your gums in the belly of the beast? Be my guest. But their idea of diplomacy is a steel fist shoved where the sun don't shine. So take the bomb. Just in case I'm right and you're wrong. As long as you see sense, I don't care when you see it. The foundry is in the lower city, down by the docks. Beautiful building, belching smoke into the sky day and night. Getting inside won't be easy, but when you do, place the bomb at the heart of the facility. Get yourself back to street level. The streets will be clear of Watchers in no time.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
Let's get going. At the ready. Locked, but there's no keyhole. Must be a switch or something nearby.
They let in another horde of refugees this morning. When's it gonna stop?
Soon the bastards will outnumber us. They'll come for our homes, jobs, everything.
Kick 'em all out.
We'll be playing.
They'll run for the damn hill.
Here we go.
Welcome, adventurer. I take it you're new to Rivington. No doubt you came here to choose from my fine selection of weapons. Yes, I seem to have it all. Clubs, swords, maces, bows, cutting and gutting galore. Why don't we see if we can find the perfect weapon for you? I provide a personalized service for my customers to make sure the weapon I choose is the perfect fit. Tell me, how do you like to kill? I see. Playing to your strengths. Keeping things simple. And when you kill someone, what do you feel? Killing holds no fear for you, does it? You understand what it takes and what it gives. One more question, if you'll humor me. Do you think you could turn your weapon on those closest to you? You'll do so much worse by the time I'm done with you.
Still rolling in the muck, I see. Gortash knows you are coming. Knows you have the Bone Lord's stone. Do not let him hiss hot air into your worm-weakened brain. He'll find your weaknesses, stick a knife in the cracks and prise you apart. Unless you get him first. Remember, his throat spits lies, but my blade carves the truth. You will read it on your skin soon enough.
She's toying with me. What does she want?
You! Try attacking me when my back isn't turned, you bloody coward! Is that so? You've got some evil twin running round whacking people round the back of the head. I'll tell you now, you'll be seeing bloody double when I'm done with you. Well, I'm sure it were you. I'm almost certain. Ah, God's be damned, I don't know. I'd have sworn, but my head's pounding. I don't remember. I need a bloody drink. Go on, clear off. I've seen enough of your face today. What do you want now? And go down to the... What do you want now? Been poking around downstairs, have you? Well, I've got nothing to hide. Those gnomes are victims. They've spent years in exile, no forge to call their own, all because of some ancient bloody grudge. The Gondians think they're the only ones fit to swing a hammer round here. They're wrong. One day they'll learn that the hard way. Until that happens, I'll give those iron hands a roof over their heads. Nothing wrong with it. Now, clear off. You want anything?
Hi! Welcome to the Rivington General. Browse carefully. The weapons are sharp. Hi! Want a blade? Or a bow? Or a dagger? Or maybe a spear is more your thing? You look like you know how to use a spear. By spear. What'd you say, huh? Yep, that's me. Oh, all right. Yes, I just got to find a way to bother him. Without actually bothering him. Doesn't like to be disturbed when he's in the zone, see? Is there anything else I can do for you?
Oh, yay!
Soldier.
What now? Someone there?
I wonder what the next move is.
Let's march.
What's next? If I succeed, maybe I'll be allowed a pet. Ugh, stop being silly.
Want more? Want less?
Don't be shy.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
No one back home will ever believe this. Another step forward.
You have my...
Scraps for days. Mummy?
What's the worst that can happen if we get caught sneaking in? A few days in a jail cell? At least we'd have a bed.
Worst that can happen is one of those steel watchers stamping us into the dirt.
And for what? You didn't even fight back.
That's what they call a monopoly.
It's a
Nothing interesting buried here.
Person in both of us.
Nothing. Nothing but dirt. Nothing but dirt. Nothing. No traps, please.
I've packed bags for myself and the kids.
Fucking shapeshifter. She'll try to break our best asset, our trust. Fortunately, she's no match for our second best asset, me.
No hot water. You wouldn't last a day out there.
It's run or sit on my ass praying. And the gods don't give a damn about us.
Can't talk just now, sorry.
What's that?
Let's see what this does.
How delicious.
I'm surprised you managed to get this.
Hardly a challenge.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have. I'll give it a shot. Very well.
Before you lies the unconscious body of a mind flayer, glistening and raw.
A newborn. Unattended. How fortunate. Oh, but it is. This one has only just transformed. It is weak, vulnerable. Its potential ripe for harvesting. Go on, kill it. Absorb its power. Just like you did before.
Come no closer, you. You. What are you? What am I sensing? You are like me.
like I was. A vessel yet to transform. Help me. I am so hungry. My vessel. He fought the transformation. He found it excoriating. I can still taste his terror. It is delicious, but will not sustain me. We need to feed. We need a brain fresh and frantic to restore our strength. You are correct. I am ready.
Open up.
No time to dally.
The corpse remains sun.
Never a dull moment.
Moving ahead.
Get us fed and watered.
We shed tears today, so we may shed blood tomorrow.
That's curious.
Better not be cursed. These boots have seen everything.
A newborn. Oh, just like you did.
Help me. We need to feed. Very well, kin.
Want another?
Jean cut very well.
What's the plan?
No choice but to keep going.
The creature was born recently. Its mind is still fresh. You can absorb its potential if you consume it.
Need to find a way forward.
I think it's been freshened enough times as it is. I can feel my face going flush. Can I help you? This is a
Something
What's
unusual.
that? I'll get his bed.
I'll give it a shot. Let's have a look.
Quite a spot, eh? Knocks the breath out of me to get up here. But the views are worth it.
The cult is on our doorstep, and you want to talk about bread?
They take your gold, but they leave your ribs intact.
When will I get to train the dogs again, Miss?
Woof! A charming effort, but you can't fool me. You're not a dog. So what the hell are you doing in my kennels? It's the only way to teach him. He behaves worse than the dogs, and makes more of a mess. Found him, did you? I can't say I'm surprised. Gomwick never kept him on a tight leash. Bring him here, and I'll give him a once-over for you. Check him for worms and so on.
Oh, yes, please, I'd love to see him.
He's a good dog. We'd both love to see him again.
Scratch! Oh, it's good to see you, boy!
Shut up, Dringo, and get back to work. And you've been slacking as well, Scratch, my boy. This dog is property of Sword Coast Couriers. I'll take him off your hands now. Gomwick was his handler, not his owner. I can do whatever I please. He's my dog. Now get out. This is a private yard. You'll do no such thing.
It's not just Scratch. She's always hurting the dogs.
Shut your mouth, Dringo. Last warning. Fine. You think you can do a better job without me? Be my guest. They're a useless bunch of mongrels. You're welcome to them.
I have something to ask.
This is the third time in the last
What's
10
the
days.
worst that can happen if we get caught sneaking in?
has something to do
A
with
few
the
days in a
army
jail
about
cell?
invaders.
At least we'd have a bed.
I believe everything you read in the broadsheets.
Is one of those
That
steel
so-called
watchers
armies
stamping
have
us
no
into
more
the
pain.
You're such a scaredy cat.
You got rid of her? I'll do a better job looking after these dogs than she ever did. I promise.
Mark my words. We'll be on our own.
Thank you for making Mistress go away. She was horrid.
Mistress is gone. Mistress is gone! I mean, such terrible news. She will be missed.
It's certainly good to be back at camp. How I've missed the smells. Indeed. And I'm sure Dringo will do a great job. He always took good care of me.
I'm just a cat. Please, talk to Yenna. I don't like talking. Please don't. Yenna is my best friend. She's kind. Help her, not me. Nothing good, I don't think. She was so very sick.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? I am free from my bond. You must face them.
Keeping very well, I hope? Look after my angel, of course. She's been through more than I can bear to think about. 100 years in the Shadowfell. 100 years being murdered by Sharans over and over. It fills me with a rage I can hardly contain. She's a formidable woman, my Aelin. But no one could escape such horrors unscathed. She's in my hands now, and I intend to help her through whatever's to come. We'll both of us stand by you when the time comes to put down the horror that threatens this city. We are your allies, for life. I mourn the man I knew. He was wonderful. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. This was different. It was like I could see my fate in her eyes. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. He told me we'd be I found last light within the shadow. By the time Jahira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know he's gone now. But I suppose the man I...
Inside the city. I said to do whatever it takes. Before I saw the giant metal monster guarding the checkpoint. What's the worst that can happen if we get caught sneaking in? A few days in a jail cell? At least we'd have a bed.
Worst that can happen is one of those steel watchers stamping us into the dirt.
Oh, you're such a scaredy cat. You should do the same. What's the worst that can happen if we get caught sneaking in? A few days in a jail cell? I know, sweetie. At least we'd have a bed. We'll be safe in the wild.
Is one of those steel watchers stamping us into the dirt.
You throw a fit when there's no hot
You're such a scaredy cat.
You wouldn't last a day out there.
If Ran or sit in there, I was praying. And the gods don't give a damn about us.
Why don't you take your complaint to them? Never thought I'd feel sorry for a flock of pigeons.
Ah! A new face! Something to send? Don't. Welcome to Sword Coast Couriers. To send and to serve. Delivery not guaranteed. Well, we've had to change the policy. Hard to send letters by road when there's a rampaging army of fanatics bearing down on you. I'll tell you, it's left me in a right pickle. I've sent what I can by pigeon, but now something's attacking them and all. Become a postmaster, Danzo. It'll be easy. Nobody mentions having to spend your evenings hunting for pigeon carcasses, do they? Not the foggiest. Normally they fly true as an elven arrow. Something nearby is snatching them, I can tell you that much. Well, if it's not too much trouble, I'd be much obliged. Any letters you find, bring them back to me, unopened, of course, and there's some gold in it for you.
We've got enough now, Stephen.
Hey, soldier.
Pigeons are very sensitive. They can't fly straight if they're disturbed.
Name and rank! Quickly now! There's a war on! At ease! At ease! I am Commander Lightfeather, leader of the finest aerial communication regiment this side of the Chianza. State your purpose, Groundwalker. I don't have all day. Damned awful business. Fine flyers, a lot of them. Gone without a trace. Intelligence is in short supply, but we know our enemies flanked us on the west side, not one rooftop away. We're avoiding the whole area. I won't lose one more beak to the blighter. If you pass that way, beware the sign of the featherless wings. From that rooftop, none return.
I've no need of a wing man.
I won't say it again, but we will clear from arm.
There must be something.
Stelmane is dead. This does not bode well.
It has nothing to do with his death. I swear it.
Collar looks familiar. Does this cat belong to Gale?
Yeah. The Tressum seems nervous, but you can't quite tell why.
Kitty? How vulgar. You can call me... Actually, it's better if you don't call me at all. That'll be all, thank you. Please. I don't dirty my paws for anything less than pheasant. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm busy luxuriating in solitude. If it'll hasten your departure... I ate the pigeons. Are you satisfied? I prevaricated before. Pigeon is my second most favorite meat. Importance is relative. A letter may be important to one. A growling belly may be more important to another. But let's not get bogged down in semantics. I believe you were just leaving, weren't you? Ta! In service of not having to make any further conversation with you, I concede. I'll be on my way then. There are a few places in the city I'd like to visit. I might have sussed some interesting items I'd rather like to get my paws upon. If I find anything interesting, I might even be willing to barter. Might. Ta-ra. Away.
Or in toys with us where she could destroy us. Whatever her motivations, I hope she reveals them quickly.
What do you remember? Eye color, hairstyle, accent, anything.
Myself and the kids.
No point arguing with the guards.
I know.
Strange. Let us talk.
Don't suppose you've, stumbled across those letters yet? Thank the gods! Unopened as well. Oh, what a relief. My customers will be most pleased. Here's your fee. As promised.
We got ours, you got Step back!
Normal.
You've returned, yet my flyers have not. I suppose they've flown this mortal coop, so to speak. Make your report. How did the battle unfold? Of course they did. No doubt it was my training gave them the discipline and resolve to stay in the fight. As for you, flightless one, it was an honor taking you under my wing. Dismissed.
Shh! You fright...
Refugees. Outsiders.
Outraged.
Enough, Ketzer. Sir, you need to stay clear.
This is front page material.
Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around. Well, do you have the means to support yourself? Then you don't need to be in the city. Next!
If you could just...
No refugees. It is decreed. Well, do you have the means to support yourself? Right. Article 30.1.5 of the Council's Decree on Extraordinary Wartime Measures. I am confiscating that. The city thanks you for your contribution. Your name?
Well met, citizen Fluffington.
Your parasite stirs. From the construct, you feel connection, resonance.
I am a Steel Watcher, citizen. Here to serve the people of Baldur's Gate in the name of Lord Enver Gortash.
State your business. Uh-huh. Eyes open, body still.
Behind the Watcher's gaze, a presence awakens. You are seen. You are known.
Whoa. My engine, it's almost... I don't know... buzzing. Like it's paying attention.
Your party's prior transgressions are reflected in its stare, as witnessed by the cult's ever-alert, scrying eyes. It has heard the howls of slaughtered goblins. It knows the cold walls of Moonrise Towers, and the cultists who fell there. The Watcher speaks directly into your mind with a voice like poisoned honey.
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply an enemy of the people, but an enemy of the Absolute. Come quietly, or die. Please comply now, citizen. I will interpret any further hesitation as resistance.
Eat this, you pile of junk!
Villains, take heed.
God damn it all!
Recovery is imminent.
Bastards, or I'll have your heads!
That'll make a great headline.
This unit is damaged, citizen. This unit is damaged, citizen.
Our readers will be outraged.
for long.
Pleasure house, den of decadent delight. Looking for lodgings? Don't bother. Has sticky fingers. Sleeping in the gutter.
This is front page. Ah, are you trying to get into the city? Got a minute to tell me about your experience at the gate today? I'm Lens, roving reporter for the Baldur's Mouth Gazette. My editor sent me to cover the drama out here at the gate. He wants some fluff piece about the heroic Steel Watch keeping the mob at bay, whether or not that's the truth or not. That the refugees here are desperate, hungry, scared people. They're no mob. They just want to be safe. I've heard the rumours. Absolutists marching from Moonrise Towers. Whole towns felled by strange curses. It's no wonder they ran. Of course, I can't write any of that. My editor only releases stories his friend Lord Gortash approves of, and he's very selective. Oh, they know some of it. Most would rather bury their heads in the sand anyway. Saves them the bother of feeling responsible. I'll try and get the truth across. Who knows? Maybe a line or two will meet Mr. Needle's approval. I won't be holding my breath. Sorry, can't talk.
Great headline.
Fascinating. Our readers will be outraged.
What's that?
My faith protects me. At least things have stayed interesting. Should mind my step.
Rechtei Hathran Rust. Frey.
They need to be wiped out. I'll destroy every last bloodsucker. I swear it.
Forgive me. I'll always breathe deep and move. Please break my children blessed.
The hunter has nothing to say to you.
Wait for the next wave.
Rechtei Hathran Rust. Frey Valdiskurovna. Frey Val.
You've clearly walked into some kind of ceremony. You do recognize the language, however. These people are Gur, a tribe of
Im or So, the impossible spawn walks among us in the blazing sun. We have been looking for you. The last time your friend came to our camp, he stole our children, our future. When we sent Gandrel after you, we wanted to interrogate you, to discover how to save our children, and then destroy you. But things have changed. You have changed. Is it true you left your master? That you broke the spell that binds you to him?
Well, I mean, kind of. It's a long story, honestly.
Free. Not while his master still lives. But he has perhaps earned a second chance. We have tried to save our children once already, attacking Khazad-dûr's palace at first light. Even then, it was too well defended. But if his own spawn approached, someone he thought he could control, he would throw his doors open and welcome you in. And once inside, you could do what we could not. You could save the children you damned.
You don't know Khazad-dûr like I do. He's merciless. You want me to march into the lion's den and save your children? But I promise you, they're already dead. I spent 200 years bringing him victims. Each and every one was whisked away to be fed on that night.
But you never saw him feed yourself. He could keep prisoners for days before killing them. If our children are truly gone, then we ask for blood. I know you can understand that, Spawn.
I suppose. Yes. Yes. Revenge, I can do.
Thank you. From me and all my people. If you can do this, we will be in your debt. You have lived a life of violence and sin. You have stolen lives, broken families, and caused immeasurable grief. Doing this will not right those wrongs.
If you're trying to encourage me, you're failing abysmally.
But it will be a start. You may still be redeemed. Please go. Time is short, but we will see you again when it is done.
We are begging help from you, an outsider. I would follow Ulmer to the hells and back, but this does not feel right.
And let them marshal all their strength against us. I do not like our
They
chances.
need to be wiped out. Exterminated. Nothing less will do.
Our dead fought well.
If we do nothing, the innocent will suffer just as... Voices to be here with me. And if our children still live...
We got here first, friend. You're welcome to whatever scraps we leave behind.
The state of this cart. Wait, what were they thinking?
They wasn't thinking. Starving folk tend not to.
If they just lined up and taken...
If I was a Sharon lookout, this is the sort of place I'd wait around.
Won't get his
These clothes make me itch. That's a bigger issue than modesty, dear. I apologize for my husband and his obsession with that bloody dog.
What was that, my dear?
Nothing, darling.
Oh, gods! Are they gonna see it? What happens if they don't see it? Yes! Oh, goodness, yes! I am a good dog! Fantastic stuff! Oh, yes, you're lovely. You can come back.
We're farmers, Chris. What are we gonna do in the city?
Pretty sure they need neighbors to shore up the walls for him.
You're right. I thought that. Oh, I think he can look out for himself once he's healed. Then I guess he better get well. And soon.
I had it easy compared to the rest of you.
I need a quick word.
So, you survived. That's more than many of my kin can say. It's mainly anger that keeps me going. Zevlor was supposed to lead us, but he froze when we needed him most. I haven't seen him since the massacre on the road, which is lucky for him.
I'm really worried.
Sounds feasible.
They got me signed up to learn to make pots, which is dumb.
Bite of something solid. Even if we only have tankers of river water to raise, we'll drink to their memory.
Thinking of trying to get into this barn? Don't. Yeah, I bet. Oh, look. It's not this one you...
What? I'm bushed. I ran as if I could change.
Washing my pits, this is the song when up. Aye! Gonna bloke not get any bleeding privacy around here. Bunch of perverts, the lot of you.
You smell like
Only a couple of pots. I'll do it.
Not for any reason.
And don't give a rat's ass about honest citizens.
Donations? Do you know advice? The refugees. If you don't have anything to donate, you can get going. I'm gonna let you through because I don't want to take any risks. But you better not be lying.
Is everything all right, Manip Nestor? Sir?
There's been a report of dangerous contraband in the donations, and we're going to check it out.
Why? All these goods have already been checked in.
I didn't ask for your opinion, Fist. Fall in and do your job.
A devious little trap.
You were right. Explosives. Now give me some room. I need to make sure the rest of these donations are safe. You try and find whoever is responsible for this.
Careful, I bite.
Feast to commemorate what we lost. Supplies are short.
Can you please give me a hug? Then your arms would be so snug.
If not over, then through. Something's on my mind.
I say, terribly decent of you to come over and exchange pleasantries. Oh, how kind of you to say. I have been growing my bristles out. It's something of an art, you see.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Nice to be in a crowd of normal people for once.
Shadowheart.
Really? I prefer my company. Extraordinary.
I just lost a wager, thanks to you.
Who are you?
Someone who bet that you'd never be foolish enough to actually show your face in this city again. But here you are. And the gold in my purse is soon to take flight. There have been whispers about you, sister. About your faith, your loyalty, your company. I can't help but feel the strangest twinge of disgust as I look upon you. Is it true? Has Our Lady forsaken you?
I know the truth. I know my parents still live. Tell me where they are, and I have no quarrel with you.
I'm afraid the quarrel is unavoidable, thanks to you. Now I must report your reappearance. If you are intent on bringing matters to a head, then seek out the House of Grief in the lower city. Though, if I was you, I'd be very tempted to just forget it all and disappear. You have some form at doing so, after all.
They're beggars.
We'll deal with it.
You're coddling these baggers.
Why, hello, lover. That sounded more. Then that's where we need to go.
Baldurians! Stand with me against this tide that threatens to overwhelm us.
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The Flaming Fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. Ah, another visitor, I see. Listen, we keep letting the likes of you in. Soon, there'll be no room left for any of us true Baldurians. Another bleeding heart. Piss off and take it elsewhere. Refugees can't stay here in Rivington. We're a danger to all of us.
What are you calling this new business?
Do try the grass, should it take your fancy. Such sweet.
You'll be in a big,
I think I'll still keep something
As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now.
Turn back, citizen. No passage in this direction. It's bloodier than a butcher's backyard out there. Piles of dead absolutists, and a few of our own as well. The cultists assaulted the gate, armed to the teeth trying to break in. They nearly had it too, before the Steel Watch intervened. A little more than that. You'll see for yourself soon enough if you head to the city.
One time will make an
No passage this way, I'm afraid.
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon.
That might be worth a look.
That's curious. Anything of use?
Back off and return to your homes. That's an order.
You did me a real favor clearing all those ghouls out of Moonrise. That old bonebag Ketherick had some fancy junk stashed behind all the cobwebs and piles of gore. Wish I could tell you. We're stuck out here, but most of the action is beyond Worm's Crossing. Didn't you? Figured we only got the scraps you didn't have the strength to carry. Still, we got some decent stuff. Made a nice change from picking through your dusty pockets. Would I try to fool a sharpie like you? Have a look. Stay away from trap.
No wonder we're being replaced by steel. And you're all going on punishment.
Too slow.
Got it? Gods, any one of us could have been blown to smithereens.
Glad Nestor sorted out those trap toys.
I'm busy.
Heads will roll for this. This transgression. This injustice. I don't give a shit about all that. It's how I've been treated, which is the real travesty. A perfectly respectable businessman wants to bring his, well, business into this fine city. And what do? They talk some absolute horse bollocks about papers and correct procedures and room in this slum. I should be loins deep in Chares's caress by now, not waddling about in filth.
Glad this one of us is doing well.
God, what do we do?
The next wave, but the bonds we share, and they are stronger than ever.
As long as we stand together, we can never be truly great.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Bet you want to know all about Stelmane's murder? Hottest topic in Rivington. Apart from the March of the Absolute's army, I suppose. Got today's edition of the Baldur's Mouth Gazette right here. You want one? Excellent. You enjoy that one, all right? It's really gory.
I've got my eye on you.
Great headline. There's no time to waste.
What path lies before me?
Another quake. What's going on?
It's the Elder Brain. There's something happening to it.
Don't mind if I do. What's hiding here?
Let's get on with it.
Looks like a trap there.
Crooked touch.
No time to rest. Never wanted the easy path.
Trust no one. Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
A trap. Time to dance.
Moving. Traps. How considerate.
Merkel. Yargle. Any of you bastards are listening. Just get this over with.
Let's move. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
My legs. I can't feel them. Tell the others. Let the boss know.
This man is not long for this world. It's too late. You hear the blood gurgle in his struggling lungs. His last ounce of strength is spent.
I'm ready.
The corpse does not respond.
A lot on my mind. And, well, in it. Have to keep going.
A trap. Time to dance.
Very well then. Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
Decapitated, but still warm. Still alive, so that's progress. Very well. That same ship was at Moonrise Towers, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like those two are about to fight.
Nobody messes with the Stone Lord, Ratling.
Nine Fingers sends her love, arsehole. Your Stone Lord's a dead man walking.
You, help me kill these asses. The girls will sprinkle you with gold. Are you serious?
A pacifist? In Baldur's Gate? Ha! Nobody's leaving this place alive, cock.
The guild owns this city.
Feel their anguish.
For the Stone Lord.
Breathe deep and move.
Torment!
On my way.
Tactical.
keep going.
Where do I go from here? Time to press ahead.
I've got it.
What am I to do? No one stopped me yet.
That helped.
Are watching me. Open up. What's inside?
good looking.
Let's move. Swift as my feet can carry me. Is that blood? No, never mind. Can't slow down.
I don't mind it. Honestly, give me strength.
Which means we're getting a real.
Forget your worries. Indulge yourself.
Finest fish caught this morning. What'll it be? Come back soon.
Music and all-round pleasant folks, from what I hear.
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
I found so many victims
break
for
his
Cazador here.
Good point.
They're the kind of people no one would ever miss.
You'd think about... Come to Baldur's Gate, he said. Adventurers get welcomed as heroes, he said. Poxy Drim and his bleeding notions. Bridge guards. Should have dumped a lot of them.
Word to the wise. Give that ill-mated temple a wide berth. Rude buggers. Certainly not bringing my trade there. Does that excuse being rude? Excluding folk? Come off it. They wouldn't let me in. Spouted some tripe about my sort and absolutist murderers. I only wanted to sit down a minute. So did I. Let me show you.
Don't touch me.
Pleasure doing...
sir. Good, sir. Give me 3 days and... Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else. Greetings, so forth, so on. The landlord, Sir Frago Antuna. A most generous soul, I assure you. How dare you? Accusing an upstanding citizen like me of being a dwarf? I'm a halfling, you oaf!
Now, what do you reckon, lass? You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs? Aye, I'll second that. It's all right where we can get work repairing them, but what happens when they build something else to do that? It's no good, I tell you.
Not everyone subscribes to...
What a day.
Doesn't make any sense.
What if?
You've been pulling all nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
What path lies before me?
They can turn into mist now.
Which means
I'm not
we
the
get a
only one with
real
new tricks.
Carefully now. I don't need any attention right now. How much further can I go? Can't risk being in open view.
Probably break his
Breathe deep and move.
Keep a blade close. Quick step.
No one back home will ever believe this. Moving in.
Keep your distance, darling. Neither seen nor heard.
for me. Yeah?
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have. Out of sight, out of mind.
Well, hello. Step lightly.
It will when you bet the drought.
No time to rest. That shapeshifter's key unlocked the door. Interesting.
Means we're getting a real room.
These tunnels were full of shapeshifters. Father Lorgan's name is written here too.
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
I'd probably break his nose. Good.
near the bed.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. The blood seems to have dried out over the course of a few days.
Careful, I bite.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source, a body hidden under the bed.
Never a dull moment.
I know. It's identical to the one held by that corpse in the tunnels.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Seeking answers. My boy had a secret. Evil secret. Killed folk slowly. He liked it. Ilmater Temple didn't see exact Theon.
The spell's power.
I've got a long road ahead. Let's see. If everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine. Time to press ahead.
It is you. Most definitely not anyone else. That's how you take... Oh? Oh dear. A dwarf, you say? Theon. One of Mamselle's girls from Sharess's Caress. Been gone for a 10-day. Smiled as wide as the wide, but twice as sunny. You don't suppose the murderer... Oh, goodness no. It's too horrible to imagine. Horrible hells. I better lay low. Lower than low. Under low.
Stupid idea.
God of the oppressed. My eye.
Probably break his nose. Good.
Such a prude.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry.
Slow down.
Everyone is
Take a deep breath. Up there.
What good is that?
Danthorland's dancing axe. The Harper safe house Jahira mentioned.
Seems like it's been 10 legs. Cooking? I can't believe you tried to climb up one, you madman! How else was I supposed to see their optics?
whether you're getting hammered or... We've got the
You
tool
told
for
me
the
the
job.
armor was a bargain.
It was! With good armor, it's hard to find. Yes, but they were Exactly. Pleasure isn't just physical, it's a state.
Anything happen? That doesn't make any sense.
It will when you've met the drow.
A weary traveller, battered and bruised, you come for sustenance, no, decadence. A mien cool as ice, yet eyes burning hot. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? Am I? Your eyes tell a story, sweeting. You crave more than pleasure, you crave penance. It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin. Murdered! Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. I'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive. Oh. Losing Fionn slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her. Sweeting, this is Baldur's Gate. I've seen more murders than a butcher's right eye. There'll be time for tears. Cruel as it is, I must turn my mind to business, or, more precisely, the lack of it. I have little coin. Talk with the Drow twins in the tap room. They're legends among the regulars, almost myths. Tell them they're your gift from the Mamselle, and let them show you why. Anything else on your mind, sweeting? Nisha, our lovely nymph. She's engaged in the nymph's grotto on the top floor, sweeting. The client's a favorite of hers, too. I doubt you'll be able to tear her away. But we are blessed to have a devil in residence at the moment. A temporary guest. But he asked that I send any potential clients his way. Everyone who's paid a visit looks quite changed by the experience. Indeed he did. Raphael. Exceedingly handsome, and with a voice that could make the foulest blasphemy seem the sweetest hymn.
Be with it, bro. Right. On his leash.
Cabaret here featuring Roll the Despoiler. The highest kicks in Baldur's Gate guaranteed.
This acoustic version of High House of Wonders again.
I hate dishes. I don't understand why there's such a dislike for so many.
Nine hells! You followed me all the way here? What could you possibly want with me now? What? How? Nine hells? Whatever you think, you know. I'm sure some gold would help you to forget. Please don't. What do you want from me? It's not my fault. I was forced to do this. Framed even. They would have killed me if I refused to rig the toys. And they're definitely going to kill me now. I can't tell you. I won't tell you. All right. Just don't hurt me. The teddy bears were an experiment. My greatest invention. A clever little device in their chest allows them to speak. But there's more. Smoke powder inside the device. I collect packages from Verloga's fireworks in the lower city and stuff the bears with it. Not because I want to, because I have to. Otherwise, they'll kill me. I don't know who's in charge, but it starts at the fireworks shop. That's where the packages come from. Go there, tell them Uncle Verloga sent you, and they'll show you the smoke powder. Lots of it. There. I told you what you wanted to know. Now, will you let me go?
His plea comes with an offering, a pass granting you access to the lower city.
I will, thank you. Thank you so much.
On his leash.
I wish I could kill.
Gortash is being named Archduke. Time to pay Worm's Rock a visit.
I hate loot boys. You need only think of me.
You can stare as much as you like.
You keep scaring or ragging us off, Swan.
That blacksmith was paying me to use the clamping device.
I want to give it a good rumple.
My. I can tell you are a special one from a single glance. You have but to ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy.
I used to work as a courtesan back home, and my sister as an artisanal masseuse. But men are treated like dogs by the Underdark's matriarchs, so we fled.
We found surfacers craved the body of a drow like a drug. Life is easy in our line of work. Perhaps, once we have saved more gold, another adventure will begin. We've had busier days, but life is comfortable here with Mamselle.
I'd have to restrain myself far more than any play bindings do if I worked in another field. This is a place where I can be myself boundlessly. There are so many who come to me speaking of a fixation that no one else has ever been able to share with them, and never will again. A once-in-a-lifetime moment of passion. Every day. What could be better? Don't you want to try it? Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick.
And is that your partner with you? What a gorgeous couple. Perhaps we could come to an agreement. We want both of you, silly, at the same time.
Well, it's a fascinating prospect. I'd like you all to myself. At least the first time. I'm glad. Provided we survive, there's plenty of nights yet to come.
Couldn't get us off your mind, could you?
Another case closed, another bottle open! Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? A Baal plot? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory? No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork as it is. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well? What are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
It on especially for you.
What does it feel like? Oh, Father, give me strength.
Person with you. They
They enjoyed it.
Enjoyed it?
New guys in trouble.
When the music stops, so would I.
Get the seafood here!
Which means we're getting
There's
a
a
real...
house.
Do you not wish to pleasure your fine maiden? To fill her fingers?
I want to give it a good rumple.
I wish I could kiss
And uses me for a member of staff. Such a prude.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry.
Devil's Den.
Just what I need.
Soldier? Sounds boring. Oh,
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Baldurin? As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. All part of the plan, of course. Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2. Shut the gates in the name of security. Step 3. Bask in the applause. Gortash hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. He's made it a prison. And when his army breaks through, the people will have nowhere to run. To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own blood. I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds, as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim? I asked Father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor. Not a tragedy, a calculated cruelty. Think about it. My father was tadpoled. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, you must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as Father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it.
Orin, Skra! Burn away the shadows she hides in. Tear off her mask, and you'd reveal her for what she is. A shivering child. It is done. Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
Can't give up now.
You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes. Give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You. And you never will.
The Kithrak? What deal would he make with this devil?
You must help me, Raphael. For the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want this. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Lae'zel, Talak Magir. The devil holds the key to freeing the Gith people. Right here, right now. You could seal our fate. Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
Wouldn't that be exquisite? But no. I'm afraid the tadpole is still there. But I did shut out your other visitor for a while, so we can enjoy some privacy. The Illithid can't hear us. Oh, come. It's the reason you're in this predicament. And I'm your only way out of it. Indulge me, and at least hear me out. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you, and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. In a manner of speaking. But it's the one inside the prison that you need, not the Illithid, the Gith. I can give you the means to break him free.
Speak, devil. We're listening.
To Illithids, yes. He would gladly execute the Emperor. But to you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain. If I'd realized you were so gullible, I'd have tricked you into selling your soul for a pocketful of beans when we first met. To the Emperor, you are nothing more than a beast of burden. One that will transport it to the Elder Brain. An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to keep it moving. You are simpler. The Emperor's words serve as both carrot and stick.
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. And if he proves uncooperative once free, you may have to kill him.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Good and truth rarely go hand in hand, but in this case, they are happy bedfellows, and we can be too. I swear to you, I have the solution to your problem. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return. Power. You free Orpheus, and in doing so save the city, the Sword Coast, perhaps the whole world, and your own precious skin too. And you give me the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. And you, Lae'zel of Kalir, want to free the Forgotten Prince, do you not?
I want nothing more.
Then it is settled, is it not? A crown for a hammer. A bargain of a lifetime, Lae'zel of Kalir. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Karsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky, like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Karsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Karsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me. I am no mortal, and I do not fail. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged, but only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. Yes, it does. Especially when I see what a bloody mess they've made of their whole scheme. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Carsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Skvar! We should do as the devil asks. The Prince of the Comet must rise again.
How short-sighted. Much better to put it into the right hands. Hands that will ensure it is removed from this world. And it's the only way you can ensure that you remain part of this world. I won't stop you. But time is running out. So don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting. Right up to the moment the world ends.
The means to loosing the Prince of the Comet was within our grasp. And you refused it. Why? I wanted to follow the open valley, the easy way out. You chose the brambled path. I'm annoyed by it. And I admire you for it. We must speak with Voss. Then we find our way to Raphael's House of Hope. We'll take the Orphic hammer and use it to smash the true heir's bonds. Yisk Githkar Tafki Crashet. The Githyanki will be free.
Another step forward.
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. Raphael. Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? How very gumptious of him. What were the terms of this deal? Tell me, you turned him down. Good. I am glad. But be careful. The devil is like a cockroach. No matter what you do to it, it will always come back. I doubt this will be the last time you are approached. I trust that you will continue to remember who is really on your side. Without my protection, you cannot defeat the Elder Brain, You cannot even get close to it, no matter what the devil whispers in your ear.
I wish I could kiss you better. I mean, to try.
Tell me you took the devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir. I did not come this far for you to turn your back on the First Mother's son. And yet it seems I have no choice but to trust. There is but one prism, and you are its key. Find a way to retrieve the hammer and free Orpheus from the prism. I will assemble his remaining honor guard and plan our next actions. Together, we will yet free the true heir of Gith's blessed empire. He will free us from Vlaakith and lead our Kithraki against the Geich. Istik, I will wait in the underground. Seek me when you have the hammer in hand. The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you. A devil of Raphael's stature does not simply make camp on the shores of the Styx. He will have made a sanctuary for himself, a lavish one too, one that caters to his many vices. He must keep the Orphic hammer there. Every house has an entrance, Istik, even those in the Hells. You must find it.
You are wasting your time, and mine. Our true enemy is the Elder Brain. Focus your mind there.
I promise. Tongue, spoon.
Eager for battle.
Still alive, so that's progress. One day I'll catch a break.